Have you ever started using a new AI tool, thinking it's amazing, only to find yourself drowning in a sea of bills? You just wanted a simple answer, but now you're watching a long chain of AI calls spiral out of control, dragging both costs and wait times through the roof. It feels like every new step just adds another zero to the invoice. This is a huge problem, and today we're tackling it head-on in episode 36, AI Project Management. We're going to break down how to schedule your AI tasks, manage costs and stability, and understand the real threshold of modern AI projects. Let's reframe how we think about this. Building an AI application isn't like using a simple calculator. It's more like managing a complex, multi-leg logistics operation. Imagine you're in charge of a massive shipping company. Your AI chain, this series of steps it takes to get an answer, is like a package journeying across the country. The first stop is the retrieval station, where the gathers information. That has a cost. Then it moves to the rewrite station, where it refines the data. That's another cost. Next is the generation station, where it formulates the final answer, and maybe even a tool call station, where it uses another program to get more data. Each station has a cost meter, and with every stop, the total bill gets higher, but it's not just about the money. Let's talk about latency, or the time you spend waiting. At every one of these stations, the clock is ticking. The retrieval takes a few seconds, the rewrite takes a few more, and the final generation adds even more time. Before you know it, a simple query has turned into a long, frustrating wait. It's like your package getting delayed at every single transfer point. What should have been a quick delivery is now taking forever, and your user is getting impatient. And then there's the biggest risk of all, failure. Imagine your precious cargo is a fragile glass box. At the first station, the handlers are pretty careful. But as it gets passed from station to station retrieval, rewrite, generation, the chances of it being dropped and shattering increase exponentially. One small error at any point in the chain can cause the entire process to fail. The more steps you have, the higher the cumulative probability of something going wrong. You end up with a system that's not just expensive and slow, but also incredibly unreliable. So when you look at the whole picture, it becomes clear. You're not just making a single API call. You're managing a sequence of events where cost, latency, and the probability of failure are all compounding on each other. This is the reality of building with AI today. So what's the big takeaway here? The most important shift in mindset we need is to see AI development not as simply writing a prompt, but as managing a complex project, like an assembly line. Your AI application isn't a single magical machine that spits out answers. It's a series of interconnected workstations, each with its own costs, its own time delays, and its own risks. Your job, as the developer or product manager, is to be the project manager of this assembly line. You're constantly balancing a three-pronged scale: cost on one side, latency on the other, and reliability holding it all together. Do you want it fast, cheap, or reliable? The classic project management triangle applies perfectly here. This means we need to upgrade our skills. It's no longer enough to just know how to use an AI tool. You have to know how to manage it. This is a fundamental evolution in our relationship with AI. It's moving from being a simple tool that we use for a specific task to a complex system that we must oversee, optimize, and manage from a higher level. The challenge isn't just technical. It's about project management. We need to think about resource allocation, risk mitigation, and performance optimization, just like any other complex engineering project. The era of simply plugging in an AI and hoping for the best is over. Welcome to the era of AI project management. So where do we go from here? We've established that we need to think like project managers. But to manage something effectively, you need to understand its fundamental components in a new light. In our next episode, we're going to do just that. We'll be revisiting all the core concepts tokens, context windows, idempotency, and interfaces, but we're going to look at them through this new project management lens. It's not about learning them for the first time. It's about seeing them with a fresh perspective, understanding how each one impacts our balance of cost, latency, and reliability. This is where we truly level up our ability to build robust, efficient, and scalable AI applications. I'm really excited to dive into this with you, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.